Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
Happening, people. Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
Jesus' name. Without Chad ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Detroit, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Midday from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Mo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C, Y, E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. VDC,
LB Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madback 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another glorious morning. We're about one day away from Friday, even though every day is Friday when you're a boxing fan. There's so much to talk about. Today we got a rumor mill story. The sources have told Nestor Gibbs that Big Baby Jarrell Miller is back in action in Nigeria, and he'll be taking on Mahmoud Charr, a.k.a. Manuel Charr, a.k.a. Muhammad Charr, a.k.a. former WBA regular heavyweight champion of the world. And this fight, in fact, according to the sources, this fight, in fact, will be for a WBA. Believe it or not, the regular Believe it or not, that's what I'm being told. Now we'll see. We'll see. Is this in any way possible? Right now, your current rankings do not have Mahmoud Charr there. In fact, the WBA regular was held by Daniel Dubois, but he fought Alexander Usyk. I don't get it. Instead of the WBA abolishing that belt, right, because it was supposed to be some sort of consolidation thing going on, and instead of them doing that, word on the curb is that number 6, Jarrell Miller, will be facing Mahmoud Charr, which I don't even see in the rankings. Yeah, I don't see Mahmoud Charr in the rankings at all. So I don't know how they're going to get that approved. But that's the rumor. That's what we're talking about. Number 6, Jarrell Miller, jumping everybody for a regular WBA title shot. We're also going to be discussing the fact that Daniel Jacobs come out. Looks like he's back and ready for some action, and he's calling for a Jermall Charlo fight. And even though I had an interview with Jose Benavidez Sr. 1 or 2 days ago, and, you know, it looks like him and his son are angling for a Jermall Charlo fight versus Jose Benavidez Jr. And I didn't mind that fight, you know, while I'm talking to Jose Benavidez Sr., because I'm like, you know what? Charlo's been out 800 and something days. You know, he may need a softer touch, right? But the truth is, now that Jacobs has come out and said he wants the Charlo fight, he's also been out the ring for a long time. So that's an even better fight for Jermall Charlo. That one is a little more competitive than, you know, Jose Benavidez Jr. moving up from welterweight. Well, actually, I think he started his career at 140. So moving up from 140 all the way to, you know, 60, 68 to face Jermall, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm saying that's a good tune-up, but Jacobs is a better fight. 2 dudes off a layoff, 2 dudes, you know, similar weight classes. At this point, Jacobs has to be considered a 168-pounder, if not more than that, right? I think he fought Chavez at a heavier weight. So I think the Jacobs option is a better option for Charlo. A better options for us fight fans as well. Like, you know, I think that we would receive a Charlo Jacobs fight a little better. Some of us are going to be mad and say, oh, this is 3 years too late, maybe even 5. I don't remember when Jacobs ran down on Jermall at the Barclays Center. They saying 6'7", you know. This guy that's called my co-host, this not co-hosting, he's saying 6'7", I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's a better fight than Jose, which has been the rumor, let's be real. It's not like Jose Benavidez Sr. came on here pitching the idea. No, the idea is out there. If you got ears to the street, you've been hearing Jose Benavidez Jr. as the possible opponent for Jermall Charlo whenever he does come back. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it does mean that he was a possible potential kind of opponent. I just think Jacobs is a better option. And more appealing fight, more attractive fight. Now, the rumored fight of Jarrell Big Baby Miller taking on Mahmoud Charr in Nigeria, that really has me excited because, you know, can they really pull it off? I don't know. We're hearing Wilder talk about a fight with Anthony Joshua in Africa. You know, Africa's being mentioned more and more, but I feel a little bit reluctant to believe it. I feel like 7 years ago, we used to get offers from quote unquote the Middle East, but nothing ever happened. You know, Bob would mention in interviews, Qatar, Qatar, Qatar. A fight hasn't happened in Qatar yet. You know, people would mention all the princes, and then finally we got it, you know. Something that we thought was bullshit, it became true. Now there's like a Middle East boxing community, and There's a whole
and a promotional company.
and a promotional company that's signing American-based fighters. So I don't want to dismiss Nigeria and Africa as potential, you know, fight locations. I look at the glass half full. Hope that this comes true. Hope that they can be, you know, two men to bring boxing back to Nigeria. I don't know who the promoter is. I thought, and I'm taking a hunch here. You know, my source didn't tell me. I'm taking a not that he didn't tell me. He said he didn't know. Oh well, there it goes. I kind of ruined it by saying he, right? So now you at least know it's not a woman. The point is, I asked, was it Skill Challenge? Because Skill Challenge has been rumoring to have the AJ Wilder fight in Africa, in the motherland, right? So, you know, they did say it wasn't Skill Challenge. So I don't know who else has the money to put this type of fight on in Nigeria. Who else has the money and the power to get Gilberto Mendoza of the WBA to allow Jarrell Miller, number 6, to jump up past Wilder and fight for the belt that should be consolidated? Truthfully speaking, if the WBA wants to do the right thing, now that Dubois lost to Usyk, the super champion, just get rid of the belt altogether. Don't have a regular. Don't have a secondary champion. But
wow, how does Mahmoud Charr have 1.7 million followers on Instagram?
Because the world is bigger than America.
That's a lot of fucking followers, though.
Bro, he paid my boy, what's my boy's name? Lovejoy, $200K. People wanted to not believe it, but like, why not? Why not believe it? You feel me? I know Lovejoy was out here stunting on Instagram for a good 2 weeks till that money ran out. You know what I mean? Doing hella shit on IG.
I'm crying.
I'm just saying. I believe he got it. Mahmoud Charr's always been in these types of positions. I think he's got something going on with the WBA. You might want to do a Google search, see if he has some sort of lawsuit. This dude's been the WBA regular champ
for like 10 years.
He's always the regular champ. So it's like, I never seen him fight other than the Lovejoy fight.
So
and I think Vlad fought him.
So I do want to throw out there, because you mentioned the idea of possibly Skill Challenge being involved. Charr is Muslim, so it wouldn't be too far.
It could make sense.
It could make sense. It could make sense.
It could make sense. Now, Amir wouldn't know or shouldn't know Big Baby. He shouldn't know Big Baby. Big Baby's usually in Brooklyn or Florida. Never really on the West.
Yeah, so Charr's first loss was to Klitschko.
Mm-hmm. I see that fight.
Then he lost to Povetkin. Then he lost to Duopa.
Okay, Wilder.
Then he lost to Bradis. And then, he's been on a win streak ever since. He's been winning for the last 7 years. But in those.
But one fight per year or what?
Well, nah.
I need his story. I never interviewed him, bro, but he's got a nasty cut on his stomach.
He fought twice in 2016, once in 2017, took 3.5 years off.
Damn.
Came back, fought Chris Lovejoy in 2021, and then had 2 fights last year. Hasn't fought this year.
What was the level of opposition them last year fights?
Nikola Milacic, 21-2.
Okay. What country was he from?
He was from Germany.
Okay, and that's where Mahmoud Charr's from.
That's where Mahmoud Charr's from.
Or at least resides. And that's another thing. He's a draw there. Somehow he's a draw. Like, you see the numbers.
His last fight was against a guy named Nuri Safari, 42-10. And he's fought guys.
He sounds old.
He's 46.
Mm-hmm.
He's fought guys to the likes of Gassiev.
Okay.
Marco Huck.
Okay.
Um,
Let me tell you.
yeah, that's about
Let me
it.
tell you. I value that. A lot of people don't know. Back then, it was hard to watch international fights,
Oh,
but
he fought Glowacki.
okay,
Took him 12.
that's a good fight.
Yeah.
Um,
Gassiev got him out of there in the first. But go ahead. I'm sorry. You value. Most people don't know.
that Hook and Povetkin had a real tight fight. Marco Hook moving up from cruiserweight gave Povetkin
A fight
of his life. A lot of people thought Povetkin didn't deserve to win. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a fight I didn't
That
watch.
was also. I want to say that's oh shit. I want to say that's either also before or after he got with or got rid of Teddy Atlas. That's Teddy Atlas' last fight, I think. I think that's the last fighter he trained or the last heavyweight he trained. Then he had Bradley for that little bit of run when he did the fireman speech. But what you think of the Jacobs fight? You ain't say nothing about Jacobs Charlo. See, you becoming a heavyweight fan because of me.
Nah.
I'm rubbing off on him.
Yo, look, man, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think today is day 801 or 802 since the last time Jermall Charlo.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's more because Calyx Boxing posted something exactly like that. Like today marks the 800th day.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I think that was yesterday, which means today
Nah,
would be.
go to his Twitter. That had to be like mad days ago. I mean, every day's Friday
Who?
for me. It should be Calyx Boxing or something like that.
K-A?
No, C-A.
C-A.
L-I-X.
Boxing?
Yeah, he's a co-host with my man D Styles from Texas. What up, D Styles?
Yeah, so 2 days ago. So
Alright.
again, so
See, every day's Friday.
I said 801, 802 because I knew it was recent. Like,
damn, I said 815. I said 815 days by now because I seen that whenever I seen that, and I've already associated that I seen that 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So I heard you say 800 and something at first.
Yeah. Because I thought that many days passed since I seen that post. So you were saying when you were about to tell us about the fight, you was like, yeah, so it's 801 or 802.
Yeah, so Danny ain't fought in a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't know if you got the chance to see. So on the Pivots platform, there was like a different podcast. So it was like one of the hosts of the Pivot, which is Brandon Marshall, and then a young lady, and it was another interview. Anyway, they had Caleb Plant on yesterday, and that's something that he touched on. I fell asleep watching the interview, so I didn't get to finish it. But that's a fight that he touched on also that I wouldn't mind seeing. So whether it be Danny Jacobs or Caleb Plant, I think that'd be good. I think either would be good right now for Jermall Charlo. I mean, again, it's been a while since he's been out the ring. He's been dealing with a lot, and I think he needs I think he needs a nice little touch. I'm sorry, it wasn't on the Pivot. It was on I Am Athlete, but the podcast is called Paper Route. So Caleb Plant, in that called out Jermall Charlo. So I think either one of those fights.
Yeah, it felt like Brandon and the co-host wanted that fight for Caleb.
Okay, so you saw it.
They discussed the slap and shit, right?
Yeah, so you saw
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I thought I was watching I Am Athlete.
No.
That's the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that is a YouTube channel, but I mean, it's a different
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know who they were. My girl even asked like, "Oh, who's the girl interviewing?" I'm like, I never heard of her. She looked Latina.
Yeah, so I Am Athlete is a flagship podcast, weekly unscripted discussion show.
So they doing like a network now. They putting multiple podcasts on that.
Yeah,
on that channel.
I was gonna tell you, So that's obviously Brandon Marshall, Pac-Man Jones, and Shady McCoy, and then they'll have guests and shit like that. So Paper Route, which is what we saw Caleb on, is a daily show focusing on the intersection of sports, culture, and style, and that's hosted by Brandon Marshall and Ashley Nicole Moss.
Damn, that name is not Latin.
Corey Holmes with special guest Steven Jackson. So yeah, I mean,
I didn't watch the whole thing. I think it was like 50-some minutes. I gotta finish it up, but it was decent. I just get turned off, man. These dudes, like Caleb wasn't even looking at them. I don't know if it's a thing or he just like loses focus, but like when they act like he's looking at them, he'll listen to the question. And then when it's time to answer, he'll be like, and talk that way.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the same way. It's hard for me to like look straight into the camera, bro. Now, if we in person talking, it's different. But like when I gotta only look right here, yeah, bro, I'm gonna look away. Me personally.
Word.
But yeah, I actually like. So they're doing a live show. They're live streaming every day. The Paper Route.
Oh yeah.
So yesterday's live stream with Caleb has 5.3K. That's crazy.
It was not live. Well, I guess I don't know. Let me shut up. Apologies. I probably watched it or it came across my timeline afterwards.
Yeah, so I think the Caleb was like 45 minutes. The Caleb interview, but the full episode was 2 hours. So they just pulled a TBV move and clipped
it.
Okay.
I mean, everybody got that from Rogan, man. Shout out to Rogan. Pioneer this shit. I guess it's really Howard, right? Rogan was still doing Fear Factor.
So
Howard was killing it.
I just try to pull that move, the TBV. Obviously, been plenty of pioneers doing it before us. But it was funny yesterday. I'm at Top Rank. And about to go outside.
Smoke one?
You know it. So somebody's like, yo, Danny, what you about to go get high? I'm like, hell no, I'm about to go get Hardin. So if you
I actually went there last night. I ain't posted.
Oh, you a motherfucker. You was looking at the menu. What'd you get?
The same thing I told you. Let me pull it up because it was fire.
Bro, this Platinum Days. Oh my God.
It's in that realm though.
Yo, this Platinum Days is sensational. Play that.
It's going. You already done. You got to look for that. So I got the lemon sorbet, and I got the memory loss I talked about.
Oh,
I had
shit.
to go get that.
Let me see that. You already opened it too.
Yeah,
Perfect.
one of those. It's so gassy.
Is it?
Yeah. It reminds.
Oh wow, this nugget's huge.
It reminds me of. It reminds me of Girl Scout cookies.
Bro, this is humongous. Yo, like not even kidding. This is at least 7 grams.
I mean, I doubt it. What would I? Oh yeah, that
Bro,
is a 7 grammer, but not the whole package. The whole package is 7. And I already smoked the L out of that.
Nah, this right here's a 3.5 though. At least 3.
No, more, because I smoked the L. I took 2 nugs out of that.
Wow.
And the other one is a half.
Wow. Yo, shout out.
But you still could go today.
Oh yeah, today is the 31st. Yup.
Yeah. And this is yours, right?
Yep.
And I got that other one. This lemon sorbet, I gotta try it. I ain't even popped this open. But these are so dense. I don't know why these expensive ones be so dense. It's like they soaking them in something and shit. Because it's like, look at this big ass bag, right? And then look. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? Like, all this bottom half
Oh,
is
you
fake.
ain't even opened it.
No, I ain't opened this one.
Oh, bro, it's like a bag of chips.
I hear you,
as
man.
long as when you throw it on a scale, it say
No, that's what I said. That's why I use the word dense. Is heavy, than normal. If you want to call in though, the number to call 1-425-569-5241. Press one time. We also got Discord available for those that want to speak. Twitter Spaces is open if you want to call in. Remember to drop us that 5-star review. It's an absolutely free way to support this show. If you want to make sure that we're here every day to help you get through your work day, to continue to be the Breakfast Club of Boxing, 5-star review goes so far. But
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Danny, who edited your DH video?
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
That would be Canna.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Wow, I thought you was doing your edits.
I have to get
whoa.
Final Cut. Been fucking around with iMovie trying to figure it out. First time using it.
Shout out to my man Cashman P.
Yes, sir.
Houston, right? That's H-Town. H-Town, stand up. Go support your local Cashman P. The grinding process of weed is all about curing before it. What the fuck are you talking about? Because if you're talking about like physical grinding, I don't know how that got anything to do with curing. Unless the UK people consider the word curing something totally different than putting your buds in a jar and allowing them to cure weeks while simultaneously popping the jar once a day to allowing the bud to breathe. That's actually the definition of curing in the marijuana world. I don't know what Steve in the UK is talking about. But I do got some callers. I do apologize. King Born, what's up, brother? Let me do this. Did I do this, Danny?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Danny's looking for his next vacation.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Checking out packages over there. Listen, if you're on our show number,
checking out some other stuff.
If you're on our show number, don't forget to press 1 if you want to speak. King Born, Brooklyn.
Hey, yo, morning, y'all. Y'all hear me, right?
I hear you.
How I sound, man? Hey, listen, man. Live chat, TBV Universe. Hey, yo, Ness. I told y'all one day in the world, we's gonna have a Brooklyn day. New York, live chat, stand up. Brooklyn, stand up. Let me give y'all a whole thing. King Born, I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. That's where my man Big Baby Miller is from. And goddamn, Danny, you know what I'm saying? He's from Brownsville. So let's get it popping like this. Let's get to the shit, y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. This Charr shit been going on for 7 years. It's over. Y'all call him the Big Baby, but the Big Chef, he gonna char the shit out of Mahmoud Charr. That shit is over with. I want the fight. I don't know about nobody else, but I want that fight. It's for the Reggie. Nobody don't give a fuck about the Reggie. We know that, but guess what? When Big Baby do the immaculate comeback, you heard? Coming back hard, Ness. Listen, man, that's the setup. Let him beat Charr.
King Born, are you there or you went through mountains? Hello. King Born, you're gone. He's gone.
All right, King Born. I don't know what happened.
Once again, the number to call 1-425-569-5241. Stand up. Where my hardcores at? Damn, no love for Big Baby Miller. Shit. I would love for him to get this win. Let me tell you. Get this win and then Top Rank do Big Baby versus the real Big Baby. Can the real Big Baby please stand up? What? Fucking fire. Where did we do that fight at? And let me tell you, I don't know who gonna fight. I don't know who gonna win that. Because the bigger the men get, the more difficult it's been. Like, yo, let's be real. Rudenenko is not Big Baby. And I mean Jarrell Miller. And, Rudenenko had slight success, like whether that be in the clinches, whether that be going more rounds than most people expected. He has certain successes that I feel like Big Baby Miller would have more success. Like, that's a big tree to chop down. I don't even think we ever seen Big Baby hurt, staggered, let alone drop. That's the fight to make. That's the fight to make. It's always been the fight to make. And Top Rank knew it. That's why they signed Miller. But obviously he shit the bed, testing positive. But this will be a way back. They just signed Brandon Moore. And we talked about that yesterday. He's 12-0, 8 KOs. So Top Rank is heavily invested in that heavyweight division. I don't know. Is Kuzabuski, was that an audition or did he get signed? Because if it was an audition, he shit the bed. He might not get signed. And if he got signed, he might get served for cheating. They might serve him up next. Even though who really can they serve him to? The only dude that's guaranteed to get him out of there is Tyson Fury. On that side of the street, right? Like, am I missing a heavyweight? Because, like, a Jogba had all the power in the world, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, so it says here
where
on BoxRec that his promoter is some German guy, Israel something. Ozen. Is Ismail Ozen.
Bro, what we talking about?
You said who's his promoter?
Who?
Zan Kazabuski.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never said that. I asked, did they sign him? And was it an audition?
Right. So, did they sign him? Is he signed to
Top
Top Rank
Rank
promoter? And I just told you he signed to somebody else. He signed a Universum Box Promotion.
Okay. I think that's Vadim, right? Ain't that Vadim that had Povetkin? He's usually got a lot of them Eastern European dudes. I believe that's him.
Let me see. It says here his fighters are Artem.
Okay.
He got
Artem that just fought Artem Hovhannisyan that something like that.
Artem that just fought Frank.
Yeah. Yo, he did all right. I want to see him get a return, man. He deserves a return. And they better not give him an Adorno fight, bro. Poor Adorno.
Then he got this cruiserweight James Kraft,
Never heard of him.
23-1. His only loss was to Felix Sturm by unanimous decision. But yeah,
damn, Felix Sturm, that's so old.
Yeah, I mean that loss was. Oh shit, that shit was 2021.
Keep it moving, boxing. Jacobs would still smash Charlo. $2. Salute. That's our first super chat of the day. We appreciate you. I got 954 Twigs, $5. I thought the WBA regular is held by Usyk now as part of the WBA belt reduction plan. The super is gone, and Dubois had the regular from Bash and Trevor Bryan. Yeah, that's what we thought. And we highly doubt the super is gone. They won't get rid of the super. If anything, they're going to get rid of the regular, which they have done in certain divisions. But as you can see, Laura's still the regular. And who's the super?
Is there a super?
I don't know. Is he elevated now?
Let's find out.
Oh, he got elevated because
that's right.
Triple G didn't want to fight him.
That's right.
So he got elevated.
That's
so
right.
some divisions still have it, bro. These sanctioning bodies, you know how they do. But you also know what the fuck's going on.
No, that's true.
Yo, you know what the fuck going on? here in Toledo, Ohio, man. I heard y'all talking some heavyweight shit. I feel like
No, I
Mess, man. You be.
specifically said
I had to
said
bite.
Big
I
Baby
had
versus
to
Jarrell
bite.
Miller.
You knew you was gonna get me to bite with that shit. I said, "Fuck it, he got me." I had to call in with this, and I'm like, "Fuck it, he got me." You know, the real Big Baby, Jared Anderson, man. We taking on all comers, man. But shit, man, you keep talking this Brandon Moore shit. Stop saying we not. That shit is not an option for us right now. We need to see Miller on who the fuck, man. Listen,
Well,
he got to
I'm
build.
talking about Big Baby
He got to
versus
go.
Big Baby.
I mean, I'm with the fight. To me, it makes sense. But I done heard out of Jared mouth. We done heard out of Jared mouth. He not going. He not going. He feel like he dishonorable. He not fucking with him on the fight.
I mean, he said that.
That's what
He said that. He said that. But the truth is, I mean, if Big Baby wins this belt, I mean, you know, what's more honorable, to take a belt from a dishonorable champ or to avoid him?
Hey, I mean, hey, like I say, I'm with the fight. And then if it's for the belt, you're right. It make all the. We got marbles on the line now. To me, it makes sense. I don't know where you would put where y'all like to see that fight at if they do have it.
Houston.
I mean, it got to be his first Vegas fight, I would assume. If not, they're going to have to flip a
Then
coin.
you said Houston?
I don't know why Houston. Jared is a resident. He ain't from there, and Jarrell is all the way from Brooklyn.
Well, my thought process behind it was I didn't know that you was gonna put that in Vegas like pay-per-view, so I figured Texas no.
Damn, why can't it be
that
Vegas?
Can't be pay-per-view, bro.
Why can't
that
it be
not
Vegas?
No pay-per-view fight. You wild.
Why can't it be Vegas? ESPN, you know,
main event,
regular like turn on
main
your
event.
box.
Yeah, but we can't do pay-per-view, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna turn down a pay-per-view. I mean, I'll buy that fight for like, you know, if they what they charge for the Charles Martin and then Luis Ortiz?
40.
I'll get them $40 off fucking
You
day.
were getting 50? Because I think Bob was trying to. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you.
To this day, get them motherfuckers 50, 25 a piece. They my boys. The real Big Baby and Big Baby.
Niggas be like,
25 a piece.
I would hate to do. I would do. Niggas know I'm a support,
bro.
But
I've been wanted that fight. I've been wanted that fight. I've been. Like the minute there was another dude calling himself the real Big Baby, that fight was born. Like you can't be Big Baby Jarrell Miller for all these years, and then someone else come and specifically call themselves the real. And that was a marketing ploy because Big Baby's name is just Big Baby. They added the real to get that spice. We all know that. At that point, Jarrell was popping. He was over there doing his thing with Matchroom. He was going into the AJ fight. Then he had the controversy. And Top Rank still signed him because they seen the vision that I seen. They knew Big Baby versus Big Baby means big money.
Here you go. Like I say, man, I'm still on the real Big Baby versus Big Bang Zang in the Big Apple. I'm on that motion.
I mean, we got to see what happens. That's Saturday, right?
Miller, we gonna line him up.
Or next.
He's a valid. He's a line though. We gonna line
that's
him
next
up too
month.
though. But it's like I say, that shit is in the house. We ain't gotta worry about your man Miller. We gonna have to jump through hoops to make that shit.
Why?
And then we gotta trust that
Miller's a free agent. If he get this belt, it's all a matter of a nice offer. He a free agent.
I thought Bob Aaron wasn't fucking with him before when he went Top Rank before.
Bob wasn't fucking with him to build him. If you come into me with a belt, you built. Bob had to build him. Bob had to give him. Look, he gave him Jerry Forrest, and he tests positive. That's a building fight. That's a stepping stone fight.
But that's
we
what
talking
I'm saying,
about.
though.
We talking about
Bob,
right from the rip.
I'm sure Bob lost money though.
How?
I'm sure that call. When you setting up the test, I'm sure you feel me. Bob had the fight set up. Boom, you test. You pop.
Zhang stepped in. Wasn't it Zhang? Nah, I think Zhang stepped in, fought Jerry Forrest. The fight went on. That shit ended in a draw. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt. I mean, look, did he lose marketing dollars on it? Maybe. Did he lose maybe a signing bonus? I don't know, but it don't matter. I'm not coming to you as a dude that needs you to give me fights to build me. I'm coming to you as a world champ. Like, yeah, you want that. I'm 34 years old with a belt, and you got a 25-year-old heavyweight. Of course you want to fight me, man. Knock it off, man.
like I say, I want to fight. I just heard from Jermall that he not necessarily fucking with Buddy. That's all.
All right.
So,
Did
I mean, what
they
can I?
ask him if he had a world title, would you still not fight him? Because that's the question. You talking about
That's the, hey,
beltless?
y'all need to get Jared on the show.
Listen
man.
to me. Listen to me.
Hey,
You talking
Danny,
about
pull some strings, get Jared on the show.
you from Toledo? You pull the strings. You talking about a
He's
beltless
a Houston
Jarrett?
resident. You just said it yourself. He's a Houston resident.
Danny live in Vegas. Danny live in Vegas and Chicago, not Houston.
Hey, okay, we'll say less. I'm gonna do my background work, see what I can pull off. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna try to. I would love to get Jared on the show. I ain't gonna lie. I got questions just like y'all do. Shit. So it's like I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
All right, champ.
But shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
You got it.
Appreciate
you got
you,
it.
champ.
I got Boxing Fanatics. They should make Maul versus Caleb and Jacob versus Jose Benavidez winner fight each other. I mean, if anybody deserves to fight the smaller man, I guess it would be Maul. You feel me? Like you want to put Maul in there with Caleb because of the smack, and he might need to build up to that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Who we got? Discord, New York Bullet.
TBV, what's up?
What up, champ?
What up?
What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Y'all hear me good?
So far, so good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Jacobs and Charlo, that's a good fight. I like that. They've both been off for a while, obviously. How long has Jacobs been out for?
He been out for a minute. Danny, how many months you said it was? I think you
Danny
just looked it up.
Jacobs has been out since February of last year. So 18 months.
Charlo's been out longer.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why in my head for some reason I thought Jacobs was out longer, but regardless, it's a good fight. I don't know if they're gonna like throw them in there with each other immediately though. I could probably see them doing like a card with them headlining, like some type of double header with them fighting other fighters, possibly meeting up afterwards. You think that's something that they'll probably do, or
put them with who exactly?
Like to build that fight more, because since they've been out for like a while now, like I could see them doing like a double header to where I don't know who would be the main event, but like both of them on the same card, fighting somebody else.
I'm not even trying to give them those type of ideas. Like those motherfuckers should have given us that fight 6-7 years ago. Like now you want to build it in another year? Hell no. Let them fight right now. The time is now. They both been out. Let them fight.
Get paid. I like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I would rather them fight.
Tevin Farmer came back to Avery Sparrow. Like these dudes should be able to come back to each other.
True. But yeah, I'm gonna lose service, so I'm gonna let y'all go.
Damn, yeah.
Just did it. You got it. New York Bullet. He must have went in the tunnel. King Born, you got out the tunnel?
Let's go!
I'm here,
I'm
yo.
ready.
Yeah, I'm here.
He says he's here.
Listen, man. Brooklyn Day. You heard? Live chat. I got y'all in a frenzy right now. Shit got real. Mahmoud Charr, Big Baby, a.k.a. the Big Chef, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, stand up. That's where I'm from. You heard, Ness? Yo, Brownsville, Danny Jacobs, 168, the big brother Charlo. Charlo all fucked up in the head. Nah, I mean, no bread, no money, trying to get on. Throw him a cigarette, throw him a bone. Yo, Syph Bud, B. Poorly, Weedy, Live Chat Brothers. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all, that's the setup. That's the lineup. That Mahmoud Charr shit, 7 years off and on, and we got the tune-up for Wilder, Nessa Ferrodi, 46 years old, 42 and 10. Let them motherfuckers from Germany and the UK get on with Wilder. Get on with these brothers in America, man. You hear me? Because I'm telling y'all, when Big Baby beat Mahmoud Charr, yeah, he got the Reggie belt, some regular shit, but fuck it, he got a belt. Can't diss him. He can put himself in position. That's I'm telling y'all. Brooklyn Day, have that shit in ball clay, have New York go on the frenzy. And like my man Cypher Bud in live chat said, yo, listen, man, that shit is moldy bread, but you could cut off the slices and get on. When you got moldy bread and shit and all that, yo, cut off the slices, get on. Some shit gonna happen. That's like I said, love y'all Ness, love the live chat. This shit gonna be wild. I hope it go down. Brooklyn Day, finally to goddamn the TBV universe. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Peace. Danny, is
That's
this
a-
Tyson Fury taking a shot at Usyk? Like, this is real. This is on his Instagram.
It says kit leak. Hashtag soft belly. Hashtag Fury Ngannou. Hashtag Riyadh season.
Yo, I always read that as Rada season. Rada season. Yo,
Alright,
yo,
Mr.
but
John
so that's
Ryder himself.
so that's not a shot then? You don't think that's
Hell yeah, that's a shot.
that shit is funny as hell.
But
He
when
put
the
the
fuck
longest.
when you ever seen trunks that long?
But look at where they at.
No, of
Them
course.
shit's under his fucking chest. Crazy. Wow.
Brandon is saying that Usyk always calls him greedy belly.
Well, shout out to Boxing
But it's not your
Fanatics
time.
for the last super chat. That was a $10. I don't know if I blew the horn. I got Big Matthews $2. He said, Mahmoud sleeps, little baby Miller. Make that. Cry emoji? What is this? Loudly crying face? Two loudly crying faces? Oh, wow. So you picking him for the knockout, Big Matthew? Are you really? Okay. I would certainly not pick the knockout at the hands of Mahmoud Charr, and I usually recommend people not to take like bets like these, but I'd have to take that because I'm sure that this fight goes the distance, or rather, yeah, I mean, there's no way for me to get that on the bookies, right? To bet against him picking the knockout of a man that's never been knocked out and weighs like 330 pounds. I just don't see that. Like how do I? They don't offer that. Like Miller doesn't get knocked out isn't a betting option. So I would have to take that street bet because that's free money.
Unless
what?
Bovada puts it out. Like,
but how? I've never seen that play. Miller not to be knocked out. That we've never seen that.
Not to be knocked out?
Yeah, because he's saying Mahmoud Charr sleeps him, so I gotta take his bet. There's no way Mahmoud Charr sleeps Big Baby Miller. Ever. Not ever. Believe me. And like I said, I don't recommend doing street bets because the bookies pay you.
Does Big Baby sleep Mahmoud?
It wouldn't matter. That's a free bet is all I'm saying. See?
No, I was just saying because I'm trying to think of what you could bet. Like fight does go the distance.
That's all you could bet. But I mean, truth be told, are you confident? Like he's been fighting in Colombia and fucking Nicaragua. I think. Like, am I confident that Jarrell Miller could sleep Mahmoud Charr? Mahmoud Charr is how old now? 46. Because he's old. He should be old. He should be almost as old as motherfucking Fresno Quendo, no?
He said he didn't say Mahmoud. He said Makhmudov.
Oh, Makhmudov. Oh, Makhmudov. Wait, who's that? Is that Oslenbeck? Oslenbeck Makhmudov? Is that the dude, the top ranked son?
Yeah.
From Canada? I mean, okay, that's a different boxer for sure. He's a little bit of aggressive, but he got a soft belly. He got a super soft belly. His punches is so wide. I think Jarrell beats him. And maybe even Miller. No bullshit. You know, Miller got to come down the middle. I think that dude is He's hype. He's hype. Honestly, he's hype. He got to prove me wrong anyway. Fuck that. Where's Mahmoud Charr at? Yeah, he talking about Makhmudov is Oslenbeck. He's number 18. But where is Mahmoud? Mahmoud.
Top 100?
Damn, he not even the 50 on Boxy. Is he inactive?
No, hold on. I'll pull it up.
The Fajibas?
Just go to his box record to tell you what they got him ranked at instead of searching.
I know. I was trying not to spell his fucking name. I was trying to just go through the rankings. Fuck. Dead air. Waiting on Danny.
Number 36 in the world.
36. Nah, that's not bad.
30.
That's not bad.
Yep, 36 in the world. The Diamond Boy.
Bro, did you see everybody sharing the little Nebraska shit? I mean, you shared a TikTok too.
Yeah, I
right?
sent it to the chat. And that said 90. The official attendance was 92,003. That is
for a volleyball game.
That is the most attended women's sporting event ever.
For a volleyball game.
Yeah. Shout out to Nebraska, bro.
For a volleyball game.
So that's actually what they,
known for?
Yeah. Like granted, they really known for football as well. Nebraska was a powerhouse in the 90s. But yeah, I mean they've won numerous volleyball national champions.
RD, you tripping, man. Like I said, let me see if I can find some highlights of this kid so y'all can see these weird ass punches. You crazy as hell if Jared Anderson or Jarrell Miller don't come down the pipe on Oslenbeck. Y'all be man, you dudes just be skimming through boxing. We're gonna put some highlights for you.
So you guys can see what Nesta believes to be the case.
Look, that was a wide punch, and he probably hit my man behind the head. Let's go back. The fuck? They really counted that shit? Who's that? Takum? Look at this. Oh my goodness. How you gonna count that? And then look at that have you ever seen Bloodsport? That was the Bloodsport shit right there. Look, like, yeah, I did that. Fuck out of here. Go do that to somebody real. We got somebody for your ass, let me tell you.
That was funny.
Hold on. Look at that wide ass punch. Again, y'all tripping. It's just y'all don't really know about boxing, and that's all right, We can't fault you for that. But you need to learn something. Them wide ass punches ain't gonna help him in a real fight. Danny only fixed one camera, it's all right.
Oh yeah, my bad.
All right, so let's see. That was already wide. Let's just rewind that. Look at that other wide punch. Look at this. Look, hands low. Look at that. Y'all funny, man. Give me Jarrell or Jarrett. Is he crafty? Yeah, he a little bit crafty. But look, man, no way. Anybody with a decent jab is going to change the whole look. And look how many highlights they got of this dude he fighting. That's a nobody, man. Look at these dudes he fighting. They cans, man. Oh, no, that's Jason Berg. He's a common opponent with Fury and a sparring partner of Wilder. But look at this other guy. Looking like Butterbean and shit. Look at that stomach. Bro, is that Johnny Fisher dad? Nah, man, we done watching these highlights. Knock it off. Look. Look, my man didn't even go down and they waved it off. Whatever.
Yeah, people saying Takum got robbed versus
Okoye got hit in the back of the head. We seen that shit.
Phone lines,
I can't wait.
I can't wait for him
to,
for the people that want to call in.
I can't wait for him because I'm assuming that's the plan, that they signed him to eventually get in there with some of them other top-ranked heavyweights. So that's all I'm waiting for because they certainly signed him and let him do a bunch of nothing.
So what you saying is they got to get active.
Yeah. Look, they gave him Takam and Michael Walichi, same dude that Hergovich beat up, I believe. Joyce, Yoka, Fa, everybody beat on this dude. He just a bag, unfortunately. I hate to call him that, but my man ain't getting no wins. Yo, who was I talking to? And they was like, yo, should Jarrett fight Joey Cusimano? What you think about that? You don't know. This guy, man. This guy. What boxing you watch? What division? What is it? Which division you like?
Cusimano. Let's see if he come up.
He's an Italian heavyweight. Has Jarrett ever fought in New York?
Of course.
Okay, so we could bring him back to New York. Is that? I feel like that's too far for his peoples anyway, though. But if you fight Joey, you can fight him in New York.
I don't think that's too far because
from Ohio.
Nah, bro. People. Matter of fact, motherfuckers just drove from Toledo to Atlantic City for the Boots fight.
Damn.
So I don't think that's too far.
Well, Jared and Cusimano in New York. Cusimano just got the upset over Kovnacki.
Kovnacki, okay.
And
oh, so I have seen him fight.
Former sparring partner of Wilder. He got the good look. You know, he's Italian. You build your little fan base.
He beat Dubois or got beat by Dubois.
You know, it's not often you get to beat up on an Italian stallion. You feel me? Might as well get that under your belt.
His name is Giuseppe Angelo Cusimano.
Giuseppe. I got some interviews with him. I
Born
met him,
in Danville, Virginia.
I met him in Wilder's camp.
Oh, he with Jimmy Birchfield.
Yeah,
Okay.
I told you. Well, I didn't tell you. Whoever I was talking to it about yesterday, because that's the same co-promoter as Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah.
Because Jermaine is with Top Rank and Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's like a step forward, but I wouldn't mind a fight.
Damn, that ain't shit. 8 hours. My man hit me up talking about this is far. Bro, that's 8-hour drive, 560 miles. That ain't shit. You right, yo.
What?
Toledo to New York. It ain't
Oh,
far.
yeah, hell no.
But Alex hit me out like, bro, that is far. It's 8 hours. I'm like, no.
Bro, we do that shit all day.
What? Half a Hardin pack and we there. Easy.
Yeah, that ain't about nothing.
Nothing.
Do that shit, blink of an eye.
Well, I guess it's an early day. You know, we got people on the lines, but
Opportunity for a spontaneous show.
They ain't raised their hand, you know. So I ain't got my watch on. You know, it's a bad day.
Yeah, me either. I forgot my shit on the charger.
But it's all right because I specifically chose this topic. I wanted it to get closer to 8 because we got that meeting. This way it would have been easier to end the show. But I thought it would get closer to 8. I didn't think you guys would hate on this topic that much. That's why I even decided to like combine it. I said, there's no way we get to 8 o'clock with just Gerald Miller and Mahmoud Charr. So let me combine the Charlo and Jacobs. And not even that.
Treese sent the counter.
Okay, Treese.
On Cash App. What it do? What the fuck going on?
Man, listen, I heard you talking about that New York shit. Yeah, that ain't about shit, bro. That drive shorter than the drive to Atlanta, my nigga. We do this shit. We be out here on our road runner shit. We definitely make that for sure. But hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I had tuned in when you were talking that heavyweight shit. I ain't really hear about no Danny Jacobs and Charlo. I ain't gonna hold you. So Big Charlo gonna be fighting Danny Jacobs?
Nah, Jacobs just calling for the fight again.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of makes sense more than ever right now. If Buddy on his, if Charlo, you feel me, inactive like this, and Jacob's been on some inactive, that shit kind of makes sense more than ever right now. But I don't know if I'm the only one who feel like that. But shit, and hey, that Cusimano shit, man. I mean, I'm with it. So we can get our feet wet in the New York market and shit. But
I'm just saying, think about it like this before you say anything. Who has Jared beat that's coming off a bigger win than Cusimano's? I'll wait, man. Actually, I'm gonna have to go light up because you ain't got the answer for that.
I give you that. No, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. It's just damn. We look. It's gonna be our. I guess so. I mean, if we do that, that's gotta. We looking for a fight by the end of the year. I'm hearing Jared talking about because what? That's gonna be our 4th fight of the year. Shit, we trying to end this shit on the bang. I mean, Cusimano, that's cool, but
I'm
shit,
just saying he's available. He ain't with PBC. You feel me? The guys on like they signed the dude Keen. What's his name, Danny? The white dude they signed is like Keenan or Dean Keen, some shit like that. Like they've signed people that nobody know. Oslenbeck is another nobody knows. Brandon Moore.
Hey, he's sick. That Arslan guy, hey, he was on the undercard of the Jared. He was in the house on the Toledo card. He was on the undercard. Hey, that shit was terrible. He was terrible. We was
Jarrett gonna come right down the pipe on that dude. The only way that dude gives Jarrett problems if he got a solid Russian chin. But I think he's not even Russian. He's Canadian, right? Or is he Russian and lives in Canada?
I don't know what he is.
Danny over here on his dating site. You
said something that got me thinking, so I was going through Jared's box rec to see if anybody was coming off.
Bro, I do this shit for 13 years. This is like natural to me.
No, but you just talk a lot out
No,
your
I
ass.
don't need box rec. I know the sport.
If I ever see you pull that shit up, I'm on your ass.
No, of course I use box rec, but sometimes you don't need box rec. Like, who did Charles Martin beat before he fought Jarrett? Who did Jerry Forrest beat before he fought Jarrett? Who did the fucking the insurance salesman eBay beat?
The Kingsley eBay nigga, he ain't beat. I mean, I'm with you, the George Arias nigga. I'm with you. I'm here with you. That's why I had to give you that. I mean, if there's anybody I'm watching, we watching him. I'm with you. I know what's going on. But it's like, damn. But when I'm talking, I mean, it makes sense as a 4th fight of the year. I guess it makes sense to you for me. But it's just like I don't know.
I mean, honestly, Cusimano never been a threat. Like Jarrett should blow him out. Like he got the upset of the century. Like honestly, like Boxing Writers Association should give him the upset of the year award because that's how like far-fetched that was. This dude, like, go through his resume. He's always fought in like Rhode Island, Providence. Like this dude's a club fighter, bro. And he's been losing. Like, how many losses he got? Like, he just looks the part. Like, and that's what I said. That's what I said. The son, exactly. You take that big win. You take his clout. That's what this game is about. It's about popularity, man. That's what y'all don't get. Like, bro. Crawford and them sold 650,000.
I feel like we don't gain popularity by beating him. We gain popularity by beating the name, by beating a Zhang or a Joe Joyce or a motherfucking or I don't know about that Frank Sanchez shit. He called him. I don't know about that. I mean, that's the name.
I mean, again, if you keep saying Zhang Joe Joyce, is you fighting the winner? And if you fighting the loser, don't we gotta wait to see how good the loser look?
I mean, on some real shit, to be honest, that shit could go down. That shit could go to a trilogy. To be honest, I mean, I want Herkovich is who the fuck I want. I want to beat him and get the number one because we beat him. We gonna take his spot. Am I not?
Man, Herkovich ain't worried about Jarrett. Herkovich is the mandatory to Usyk, and that shit being cold. That shit, they gonna pay for that. But he gonna have to fight.
They gonna pay for that?
Hell yeah.
On match with him. I just been thinking like
Usyk is with
Usyk. If we streaming for Usyk, I guess Usyk not gonna fight.
You gotta understand. Usyk is with Skill Challenge, and they want Usyk Fury, so they gotta satisfy all his mandatories. That's why they did Dubois.
And they got the money.
Now they gonna do Herkovich. It ain't like these ain't fights people not interested in.
Right.
Yeah. That Cusimano shit, fuck it. I guess I just had to settle.
I'm just saying.
Had to eat the bullet on that shit.
Saying, listen to me.
Fuck.
We already said no to Cusimano. Cool. We already said no to Jarrell Miller.
I don't mind a Cusimano.
No. But I'm saying it's not a name. It's not a name.
It's not.
It's not a name. Cool. So we gonna move on. We saying no to Cusimano. We saying no to Jarrell Miller. So who is there for him to fight?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You make great points, huh? You know.
Like I just don't know. It
Yeah.
ain't that
But
many
hey, hold
names
on,
in the
hold on,
heavyweight division.
But listen though, I got a question though. I did hear him on that one shit when he was as he was calling out Frank Sanchez. He also mentioned your man's Michael Hunter. I
That's a
didn't think
good
that
fight.
fight was too.
That's a fucking good fight. But
Exactly.
Michael Hunter is so inconsistent. He looked like shit. Yo, I heard the Las Vegas Hustle mad at him because he shit the bed for the Vegas last fight. That's what they said. Somebody told me something like, "Oh, he begged to be the fight, and then they gave him the fight, and he ain't do what he needed to do to get the win."
See, I don't know. I think it's a good fight. I don't know. It's just that Frank Sanchez shit. That's
Hunter
a good
got a
fight too, I
draw.
suppose.
Hunter got a draw with Jerry Forrest. It's not a bad fight though. It's not a bad fight.
Yeah.
But again, in the heavyweight division, what have you done for me lately? Cusimano's done more than Hunter. Hunter got a better win with the Bacoli win. That's a big ass win because Bacoli turned around and beat up Tony Yoka, which is another dude that could serve to Jarrett. Tony Yoka's with Top Rank, but he gonna be coming off a
He
loss.
in-house?
Yeah, he in house. He
I
just
know he was
France. He just in France all the fucking time. He was a draw out there, but then he took a loss.
I mean, he
Fuck it, we could use a
trains
road
in
trip.
America
We could use a
though.
road trip.
Yeah,
to
no,
France.
he be out here in Vegas.
He trained with
Another dude
and
they
in the
could
Bay.
give.
I'd
Look,
rather him go get a win so we could come to France. I want us to get our. We're trying to get an international profile as well.
they could have gave him.
Like that's really why I want the Joe Joyce win, because if we get Joe Joyce, I ain't gonna lie, I would like to go to fuck it. We'll go to UK, beat him up in his hometown. Fuck it. We bought that. We trying to get international profile. You feel me? That's how it go. We go there, get the belt. That's borderline. That's Devin Haney-esque. Beat him up in his. You feel me? In the UK.
I don't
take
know,
the belt,
man.
come
I
back.
mean, the fight is like if my sources is right and Jarrell Miller really fighting for a belt, that's the fight to make because Big Baby talking about he only want to fight till he 27. So you might as well go get a belt now, so you can start making real money. Because without a belt, you ain't making the real money. But champ, that is the call.
I just hope that he get off that and do. You're right though. That fight is the fight. I just hope that he get off that and give Buddy a chance on that. Get off that. Oh, he dishonorable and all that shit and do. But like you said,
but
we
that's
here
I never
for a good
understand.
time, not a long time.
I mean, yo, he dishonorable. Let's teach him a lesson by whooping his ass. I don't be understanding this shit. But let me get to some callers here. I got Adrian in Wisconsin. What up? Because I'm looking at
what's
these.
going on?
Go ahead, we hear you.
That Jarrell Miller shit, like, I really think they need to let him get through this fight. And even though I don't know if that's across the street now because of Wilder's situation, they just need to make Jarrell Miller a Wilder tune-up before a big fight because he need to go a few rounds with somebody. Then if he get his ass knocked out like I think he would, then let him go fight Jared Anderson to build towards whatever Jared's gonna build towards. Now as far as that Mall shit, now Jermall's the one that Jacobs ran down on, right? The video where he telling him that they touch M's and shit.
Yeah.
He touching M's. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a good fight. They need that build up is a long time coming. I know it's old, but they both been off for a while, so I think that's a good fight for both of them, and it's a good fight for boxing. It's gonna look good on any card, and I think stylistically, it's gonna be a good fight either way. It's gonna make them shake the rust off, and may the best man win. But I definitely think with that Jarrell Miller shit, especially when we talk about guys who like to cheat, man, let him get in there, let him get that little belt. Let Wilder put his fucking spark out, and then let him go fight a Jared or something.
I don't think it could happen. The source is saying this is for October 14th in Nigeria. Wilder's also rumored to get a possible fight before December, January fight with AJ. So there's just no time. Wilder's got a timeline. They're going to need to find another tune-up for Wilder.
I got you. Because obviously it's not going to be Andy. I've just been looking for that Wilder tune-up that's going to give him more than 2 or 3 rounds because I think he needs to get more rounds in before he goes into a big fight like that. Just to test out all the stuff he's been working on, the skills that
You right
they've been
though.
working on in the championship.
You right.
So,
I mean, maybe
you know,
maybe if they offer Jarrell Miller the Wilder fight, with some Saudi Arabia money attached to it, he don't care about that belt. Maybe they could actually do it for that belt because Wilder's ranked number 1 in the WBA and Miller's number 6. Maybe they take Mahmoud Charr out the equation, do that fight in Saudi, and you're right. Miller's so big, he should give Wilder rounds.
exactly, and I
He
look
should
at it
be
this
able
way.
to like
If we don't
absorb
like,
a little bit more punishment than the average man because he's got more body fat to absorb it, right? Like that's what you want to believe.
exactly 330 pounds. I mean, think about it. Wilder felt what it was like to fight against what Fury's 270. He came in about 269, 270. So put him in there with someone about what, and Jarrell Miller's what, over 300?
I always wanted that fight, bro. Jarrell Miller. So, oh my God, the shit he used to say about Wilder. I mean, he crossed all type of lines. The fact that fight never happened is crazy because, you see, my understanding is, Miller crossed the line so far we can't get money together. And it becomes a thing where, like, I'm not going to teach you a lesson physically no more. I'm going to teach you a lesson not to be so disrespectful financially. And I'm like, bro, we all come from the street. Teach that motherfucker a lesson in the ring. This dude talking about your family, your wife, your kids, your fight game, you country, you Bama, this, that. Like, he still can make money. He out here, but we actually talking about him and not Wilder, right? Like Wilder was brought into the conversation, but the point is he gonna make money with or without you. Is he gonna make Wilder money without you? No. But he also ain't gonna get that Wilder ass whooping without you. And that's a fight we need, man.
It's a bigger money. Think about it. I mean, as boxing fans, I feel like that can be built up to make more money than some of these other fights. And I feel like
bro, nobody gonna talk.
Built up how long though?
Nobody gonna talk about Wilder the way Jarrell Miller is. Not even Fury did it. Nobody will do it like Jarrell. And they gonna need plexiglass. Jarrell gonna try and put his hands on him. And Wilder gonna try to put his hands on him too. I mean, Wilder sent him to the hospital. Wilder sent him to the hospital in sparring. Jarrell Miller likes to say that it was the heat of Alabama, the gym. It was the first time there. He wasn't ready for that. Wilder likes to say he beat his ass so bad he had to go to the hospital.
And I'm just saying, the Saudi money is there. I think the interest in the fight's there. That's going to be a good press conference. It's not going to be all dry. Like, look at that Helenia shit. Nobody was really interested in that.
At all.
Fight,
and it still sold 77,000. I mean, shit, this fight's for sure going to get to 300.
So I just see it's a better build-up if it can be possible. Like you said, the timeline doesn't look likely, but I'm just saying the money's there.
Nah, it is likely if you just scrap the rumored fight. If you scrap Nigeria and just change the opponent. I mean, don't even scrap Nigeria. Just change the opponent. Wilder should be ready for October 14th. I've been watching him and Malik Scott. The motherfuckers is working.
Is it enough time to promote a fight like that, though?
I mean, what? Promotion only matters when you ain't got money. You need to recoup. These Saudis giving away money. They ain't recouping.
I'm just saying, because that's that's what, 6 weeks away?
I mean, we could push it a couple days. It's again, it's a paid for fight by the Saudis if that's the case. Because promotion only matters when you got to recoup.
They got the money to do what they want. Saudi does. So that's why I'm just saying, like, Wilder need a good tune-up. I mean, this is a good tune-up. I guarantee you it goes round. It's not going to be your Dominic Brazil or, Robert Helenius where, like, first round, he going to drill him and he's going to go down. 330 pounds is a lot of man to stop. And that dude throws punches. That'll work on Wilder's. Let's just see how he looks with a guy that would probably try to push him backwards and make him fight off the back foot for a little while. at least for a little minute, you know.
No, that's true.
For sure. Adrian, let me get to Vega here. Appreciate you. What up, Alex?
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Crystal clear.
Hello, good morning. We hear you.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Man, let me tell you, when I got the when I got the notification and saw these two names, man, I thought someone had spiked my water or something I was drinking in the morning. I mean, bro, I could care less about these two matching up. But man, when you said for the regular title, bro, I almost fell out of bed. That's just crazy. Like, after all this shit that they've been talking about, all this reduction and trying to get rid of it, and if they do this, bro, like, I'm sorry, there needs to be a sport wide what you call it? Excuse me.
Investigation.
No, bro, we gotta just push the WBA out. Like, that, this is just ridiculous. There's no reason, especially especially with these two fighters, to get any type of title, let alone a quote unquote world title. It's sickening. Enough's enough. They better not do this at all, bro. Like, this is just disgusting. It's nasty business. It just shows you how dirty the sport is and can be and will continue to be. Like, enough's enough. What has these two done? Both of them, I believe, have failed drug tests. I can't tell you the last time I seen Mahmoud Charr fight. It might have been on Chris Lovejoy, and it was on some like fucking camcorder. I swear to God, it was such terrible quality. Jarrell Miller, I seen him fight in fucking Venezuela. And I know he fought over here somewhere in the Southeast on the one promotion that James Payne works with. So, I mean, yo, to go from that to a possible world title fight basically because of money, like, I get it, right? You know, you pay to play, but I mean, we got to have some type of standards, bro. Like, like, nah, man, I'm just so sick of it. We need to stop with all these different titles. We need to stop allowing this to happen. And we just say, oh, well, it's boxing. Oh, well, it's business. Nah, man, there has to be integrity. Integrity is important. Personally, most important personally. But when there are standards, and otherwise, man, I mean, how many more times do we have to see stupid shit? Like, bro, I'm not gonna watch that Fury versus the.
You breaking up, champ. Come on back to us. Come on back to us. Yo, just more indication that my sources might be right. This is Jerrell Miller one day ago. He said, "Get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead." And then he says, "There's only one big baby. Something big is coming." Let's go, champ. We rocking with you, champ. Come on back, champ. Every man deserves a second chance or a third chance. Fuck. Who are we? He who is free from sin, let he cast the first stone. What up, CYB?
Yo. I mean, listen, I would love to see Jerrell Miller beat down, but as a big fighter, you cannot depend on him to pass them drug tests. You ain't got time for him to be felling out. We can't do it. We can't trust him. Say we schedule it, it don't go through, then we got a training camp for nothing. It's a waste of time. Like, I wouldn't even deal with dude.
I don't know if you're looking at the post, man, but it looks like your mentor believes in him.
Which one?
Coach Larry Wade, 22 hours ago, posted "word" with like 5 fire emojis. So he believe in the comeback.
Oh, well. I believe in him, man. I believe in him. I changed my mind.
Stop lying.
People change their mind. People change their mind all the time. Well, matter of fact, which baby Miller you talking about? Which big baby you talking about? I might have the wrong one.
We talking about Jarrell.
Which one?
Jarrell.
Oh, Jarrell, my man Jarrell. Yeah, give him a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one. The big one. Yeah. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. Yeah. I had the wrong one in mind. You know what I'm saying? Well, my fault.
You funny as hell.
Let me strike that from the conversation. We all make mistakes. But listen, let me switch topics.
Oh shit.
Let me switch topics. All right. Now, if I told y'all the number 6, the number 5, and the number 4, right? 6, 5, and 4.
CeeLo, we playing CeeLo.
Yeah, one of these fighters is 3 fighters. There's a number 6, there's a number 5, and there's a number 4 that's connected to one of these 3 fighters. The numbers mean times they had a top 5 fight. Times they had a top 5 fight. 6, 5, and 4. The players are Wilder, Fury, AJ. Who would you think had 6? Who would you think had 5? Who would you think had 4? If I told you that the guy with 6 was Deontay Wilder, you would think I was lying. If I told you that, you would think I was lying. The truth of the matter is, he is. He is the guy who has fought more times, top 5, than AJ or Fury. But people seem to think because it's one opponent 3 times that it don't count. If that's the case, then Fury resume is trash if you don't count the 3 Wilder fights. Because that means he fought Wilder, Vlad, and Dillian White. That would mean that AJ fought Vlad. Vlad was out to.
He beat undefeated Derek Chisora.
He wasn't top 5.
No,
he wasn't top 5
beat undefeated Derek Chisora.
But he wasn't top 5. This is all top 5 opponents. It's got to stop at top 5, not top 10, not top 15, top 5. I mean, isn't that what Hearn was tripping on? Top 5 opponents. So we're just gonna use his own words against him. So that would mean that Parker, yes, he's top 5. That would mean Andy Ruiz the second time was top 5, not the first time. That would mean Usyk. That's it. That's where it stops. Vladimir Klitschko was out for 2 years. He was unranked.
But what about Charles Martin?
Go ahead.
As a heavyweight champion, he got to be considered top 5 with one of the 4 belts.
No, he was still outside of the top 5. He was still outside of it at the time. That's my issue. Like, where do we look at it? Do we look at it what you think, what you know, or what they document? I'm going off what they document. Fuck what I think. All I know is, if you're going to speak this about fighters, make sure that your fighter is not looking bad at the end of the conversation. Because CYP Discovery looked it up. And I was surprised that Wilder has 6 of them things. That's more than Fury and AJ. But people keep saying his resume is the worst because that's the narrative. Sometimes the narrative don't mean shit. That's why it's called a narrative. So if y'all think I'm wrong, go look it up in the chat. Come back and tell me. Be like, damn, CYP is right as usual. Eddie Hearn need to cut that bullshit. Be quiet. Let's get this fucking fight made. And a shout out to Jerrell Miller. Please take that fight. We want to see you in the ring, champ. We believe in you. CYP out.
Let's go. Shout out Coach Larry Wade. That would be. I gotta. Man, we just interviewed Larry too. I should have asked him. I mean, I'm sure he's not working with him because he would have posted something. But he did say he was going to be working with a new person. So CYP, you probably should text him. Because when I interviewed him last week, he said he was going to be working with a new person. He couldn't tell us at the moment. But he said it was something big. So, I don't know. These days, emojis and comments in the comment section mean something all the time. Let me see what's on Jarrell's story, though, before I go to the next caller. Okay, so he just reposted whoever posted him. We're going to send him this. Man, my man ain't even seen my message. All right, champ. Yeah, so Oslenbeck is in the Mark Ramsey camp, which is sad because I would expect him to look a little bit better than that being with Mark Ramsey. But he's with Mark Ramsey, and like Beterbiev, he's Russian, so he moved to Montreal. We got Jay. We gonna call him Jay with the echo. Jay with the
Yo, what up? Hey, you know what? I watched the Usyk fight with Daniel Dubois, and I couldn't get in and talk to y'all about it because whatever it was tripping with Twitter. But at the end of the day, y'all was talking about that this morning, and I thought about that. I was like, yo, this is why we never really like back in the 60s and 70s. This is why we never really liked it going across the pond to fight in England, because they always got their own way of interpreting what they think is the truth, or the truth about boxing, and it's not true. And when Daniel Dubois hit Usyk in his stomach, they tried to say it was a low blow. But then when they showed the replay, they showed the punch coming back from hitting him, not actually hitting him. So that's how we know that the fix was in.
It was
It was
Poland,
some
not the
bullshit.
UK.
It was Poland, not the UK. It was who?
Poland.
I didn't hear what. Oh, okay. Well, this is why we actually didn't like going outside of the U.S. for boxing, unless our officials were officiating the actual match. Like when we went to Africa, our officials were officiating. It wasn't their African officials officiating the Don King sensation at the time. So, and that's why we haven't liked it. Like, I noticed that a long time ago, but older people, when we used to watch boxing matches, they used to tell me, because I was young, I was 10, 12, whatever, 8. And they used to be like, see, that's why we don't go over there. That's why we don't go over there, because it'd be some bullshit all the time. And actually, Dubois, he's from over there, isn't he? Is he from England?
Yeah, but this was in Poland.
Yeah, I got you. But because I heard him speak later on, and he spoke with an English accent. But that's my point, though. They're officiating. They a lot of these people, when they were in the Olympics, got cheated over there. They like Floyd Mayweather. He clearly won this fight, beating this dude up. And it's a few other Olympics clearly won, beating their opponents up. But when they got over there outside of the United States, they were ruled. It was ruled a loss. But they clearly won the fight. So that's why we don't like going over there, because it'd be some bullshit. But since it's not our fighter that got cheated, now we really can't say nothing about it, and we really can't hold the court or hold court over it, because it's not our fighter and it's not in our backyard. But anyway, I was listening to y'all talk about that, and I thought that was interesting, because I seen the punch. I got very good eyes, plus I wear glasses. And I seen the punch. I was like, no, that was above right up, right. It was high on the waistline of the shorts. There's no way your nuts is that high up. All right, that's my time. I got you. I'm out. Peace, Danny Ringwalk, Danny. Peace, Nest GTO. The boxing voice.
But it's not your
Thank
time.
you.
Yo, that fucking echo is awful. Yeah, so the Floyd Mayweather Olympics took place in Atlanta, bro. That was '96. So
Shout out to Joe Casamayor, last man to get a gold in Atlanta.
You just had such an awful echo that we didn't want to interrupt.
I mean, Danny couldn't help it. I already know, and I'm like, yo, he's like, he's like, it's Poland. We're both laughing because you're like,
and
your
what's
whole
so funny
call was based off like
the UK.
No, just based off like, well, yeah, the UK and saying the judging is bad there, and then the shit ends up in Poland.
And what's so funny about the way I say Poland?
I don't know. No, the echo.
Oh.
Because when you would say it, it would echo. What's happening is he's an older senor, so he's using a laptop. A tablet, whether that be iPhone or Android, but he doesn't have headphones. So whatever we say is coming right back into the mic. And I've said it a million times. He doesn't get it. You need to connect some headphones, Jay, because you're gonna be known as Jay with the killer echo from now on instead of Jay from Brooklyn, Dykeman, and all that other good shit. Who's this? This is Oliver.
What's up, Ness?
What up?
What's up, Danny?
Hello.
The AJ Trucking.
Oh, this
Brandon. What up? We calling you Oliver.
Yeah, I'm calling on Blog Talk. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all for another, well, I can't even say great show. This is a terrible show. Nestor Gibbs, you're doing yourself a disservice, brother. October 14th, you're going to be watching Mahmoud Charr and Jarrell Miller. And logical sports fans like me and Danny, we're going to be watching college football instead. So do yourself a favor, man. Get into some other sports so you ain't stuck watching garbage like this.
I gotta watch this, man. I gotta see how good he looks. You know, it helps with the betting advice.
Who looks good? Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller, juice or no juice is shitty, man. He's not good at all. Like,
well, he's not on juice now.
He's not good.
He's not on juice now, so
and he wasn't on juice now, and he looked horrible his last fight. He looked slow. He just sat in the pocket and threw punches. That shit was terrible. He's not good, bro. I mean, I understand we all want to see Wilder decapitate this motherfucker because he said he said some regular shit. He said he fucked Wilder's bitch. Okay, bitches get fucked. Okay, you fucked my bitch before I had her. I don't want to pay to see that shit. I mean, it's gonna be a cool press
Did he
conference.
really, though?
He gonna talk some funny shit, huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
Yeah, it'll be a cool little press conference. It'll be entertaining. He'll make some funny jokes, but
it'll sell 300,000. It'll sell 300,000. And you saying he'll get knocked out? You saying he'll get knocked out? He never been knocked out. We've already seen one man. We've already seen one man take Wilder's punch. I'm not comparing Fury's skills to Jarrell Miller's. I am comparing their body type. I am comparing that 330 pounds. They could absorb some punching.
Man, that don't mean just you fat. He's not knocked out 300 pounds. But look at his box record. He got a couple 300-pound motherfuckers on his resume. Wilder done stopped. That don't mean shit because you fat and 300 pounds, man. Nobody wants to see
the 300 pounds.
Shitty as fuck.
The 300-pound dudes that Wilder stopped are not Jarrell Miller. Nor are they
yes,
anywhere.
They are.
Who? You can't compare none of them dudes, bro. First of
Jarrell
all,
Miller,
the 300-pound
Miller is trash. Them niggas was trash.
All right, well, let's not forget a 300-pound dude knocked Wilder down, and I ain't talking about Fury. So get your ass out of here. If he had a shot and he 300 pounds with zero skills, Jarrell Miller got a shot. Now it's man.
Young Wilder, man.
Now it's
that
man.
was a young Wilder.
Yeah, all right. Let's not forget this man is originally from Mobile. Ain't you from Mobile? Some shit.
Brandon.
Yes, indeed.
You originally from Mobile, Alabama, right?
Fucking right.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So this is why he's got the Wilder bias, y'all.
So look,
I ain't no Wilder bias.
October.
Go ahead, Fonel.
October 14th, we ain't gonna be watching that shit. We're gonna be watching KSI versus Tommy Fury.
Crazy as hell.
I ain't watching that either. I'm watching college sports, man.
You watching it?
Football
you watching it? He sold 450,000 American
get Jarrell Miller out of here. Get Mahmoud
Let's
Charr
see
the
what's
fuck
the
out of
best
here.
college football game on October 14th.
What day is it? A Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, of course.
It's Saturday.
I ain't even checked.
Hold on, Notre Dame playing USC
I
that
believe
day.
my sources.
That's that's
exactly.
Notre Dame USC, bro. Hold up, man.
I don't care what y'all watch. Why y'all? I'm reporting. Why y'all mad at me? I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot of top 25.
Lonely as hell.
Yo, it's a lot of top 25, top 15 matchups that day in college football.
Yeah,
damn,
for sure,
yo,
bro. We ain't gotta watch that.
That's so
subject
dope.
ourselves to that garbage. And as far as Jermall Charlo and Daniel Jacobs, it's a good fight. It ain't the fight it would have been 3-4 years ago. So hopefully them guys realize that it ain't what it once was, and they come to the negotiating table willing to play, fair ball. If they come asking for too much, Al and them bigwigs will be like, you niggas ain't it no more. Y'all ain't him no more. So hopefully they humble themselves and make that fight, because it is a good fight with some history. But I just got a feeling they going to be on some prima donna shit, expecting too much money, thinking the fight it was in 2020, 2019. or we fuck around and don't get it. But yeah, Jermall Charlo will fucking decapitate Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs he never really was him. He was a little overrated. We fell in love with the cancer story, got behind it. But yeah, he's not that good. Jermall Charlo will fuck him up even off the layoff. So
man, if he ain't that
long as
good,
it's on
why
free
Canelo
TV,
ain't fuck him up, man? Get your ass out of here.
Man, that shit look like a sparring match. Canelo was
It don't
playing with that
matter.
boy.
He
What
ain't
are you
fuck
talking
him
about?
up. He ain't fuck him up though. And Canelo got
Yeah, he
way more
survived. Okay, you
experience.
gonna get cookies for surviving?
Man, get your ass out of here, bro. Nobody ever fucked up. Not even Gennady. Not even Gennady fucked up. And that was prime Gennady. You just sitting here capping.
What the fuck P-Rob do to him? What you talking about? P-Rob beat shit out of him. What you talking about?
Yo, he gonna walk off, be like, damn, he right.
But nah, man, that's my call, man. Yeah, watch yourself some college football.
Hey, Brandon.
Take a woman out on a date, all that shit.
Brandon,
What's up, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. October 14th, I looked at the schedule. There's so many college football games, but yo, that's the same day as Brian Mendoza and Tim Tszyu. You know you gonna watch that.
I'm watching that, of course.
But
Hell yeah.
to be fair, it ain't really no good fights. Like Janny Beck and Keyshawn is on a card like in the middle, like an hour outside of Texas, in a town called Rosenberg, Texas. You know, so it's like
Janny Beck in a unification fight. That's
No.
talking about the unification.
Bro, he's fighting a guy you and I never heard of, a guy named Vincenzo Gulatiri. Oh, it is a
You
unification.
talking about
Damn.
Johnny Beck? Yes, the unification dude just won the vacant. He beat the Brazilian nigga, I think.
Who the fuck? I ain't never heard of this dude.
He just beat what's the Brazilian name? That was with top ranks, the silver medalist. They fought for the vacant a couple months ago. I think that's that dude. Beat the shit out of him.
Teixeira.
See, it's always our people.
No, not Teixeira.
It's always
Not
our
Teixeira.
people
Nah,
trying
the
to
other
keep us down. It's always our people trying to keep us down. Here I am promoting Jarrell Miller and his potential title fight. And you saying
Falcoa.
you saying how that's dog
Falcoa.
shit.
There
You
you go.
saying that's dog shit, but you out here promoting a unification with two foreigners that neither one of y'all could fucking spell their name. Neither one of y'all. You feel me? But
Man,
you
we
out
been
here,
promoting
but
Johnny
you
Beck.
out here
Johnny
talking
Beck been
about.
talked about on the show.
Man, fuck
Get
out of
outta
here. Johnny Beck ain't fighting a goddamn person. Not ever.
He fighting
Not
unification.
Ever. Again, the title fight that Jarrell Miller's in is bigger than who the fuck Johnny Beck fighting.
Yeah, so the dude, but still, look, bro, the dude never fought outside of Germany. He just won a vacant
Exactly.
on a decision in his home country.
Mahmoud Charr been in the ring with Vlad, man. Get the fuck out of
Now,
here.
granted, he did drop.
But we just said
he
we
did
got
drop him
Mendoza
twice.
in. We got
No,
Mendoza
you just
in.
clowning.
Whatchamacallit
You
do
just
that night. We
clowning.
can watch
You
Mendoza.
just clowning, trying to keep my man down. But you out here promoting foreigners and shit. Fuck out of here, man.
Nigga, Jarrell Miller fighting in a foreign country. What the fuck you talking about?
But you promoting a foreigner. You promoting a foreigner and they whack ass unification like it's better. It's not better. It's always about name value. Man, get the fuck out of here. We gotta go. It's always about name value. You got two no names in there. Two no names. Like, you talking about you got better shit to do, so you gonna watch two no-name fighters. One motherfucker, his last 3 fights, he looked ass. Johnny Beck, last 3 fights, he looked trash. Then, this other dude you never even heard of. But somehow, Jarrell Miller versus Mahmoud Charr is worse than that. And I'm going to watch college football and then football and college. But shut your ass up, man. Hating on my man Jarrell. We got to keep it moving boxing. $2. Yo, ring walk. What'd he say?
Yo.
I don't know. I can't see. I'm going to have to refresh.
So,
he said, yo, Ringwalk, did you see the new Skip show? Question mark. Face of Tears of Joy.
I ain't tuned in.
Tears of Joy.
I ain't tuned in, but I've seen clips of it, and more so clips of Skip being like teased for not being able to like get his piece off. I think it was Keyshawn Davis was on. Not Keyshawn Johnson. I'm
Do we
sorry.
got any repeat offenders in other sports? Repeat drug offenders?
In other sports? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is.
I mean, that you know of specifically. I'm asking you because you in the other sports.
Yeah, I mean, off the top, definitely baseball players come to mind.
Why? So why people hating on Jarrell so much? Look at Brandon, the hater from Houston, saying some weird shit. Don't hate on a guy who failed 2 separate PED tests. How dare you? My bad. I didn't know this is the only sport that allows a guy that failed the test to fight. My bad. I guess Gerald Miller in the case of both of these Brandons, I can see how these Brandons are biased, right? One Brandon from Cincinnati by way of Alabama, biased, right? Because the dude wants to fight Wilder, so he don't want to see him progress. The other one in Houston hating. None of this makes sense to me because we ain't saying that about Valdez. We just let Valdez get another fight after another fight after another fight. So, it's like, is it something against Big Baby or what? I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm standing up for dude because I ain't seen nobody say Canelo don't deserve to fight again. He tests positive.
I mean, you said repeat offender. Canelo's not a repeat offender.
I mean, that's okay, but we got people that have test positive and they fighting.
Yeah.
And we do have people that repeat offend and are fighting.
Like I'm not finna push for dude to get the biggest fights in the world, but I'm also not finna stop him from trying to right his wrongs.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
What up?
Shit, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shit, Jarrell Miller and this Charr guy, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like a fucking casual on that shit because I ain't even sure who the Charr dude is. And none of that, you know what I'm saying? So the excitement level for the fight just on some, I guess it'd be like for me, I'd just be trying to see how Jarrell Miller look or whatever, coming out, like if he clean again and shit, like I guess seeing if he still got that work rate, saying just seeing how he fucking look. Like how old is that dude? How old is Miller?
Miller 35.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, just I guess see how his mechanics still moving and shit at 35 and all that, and then after that, we need to figure out who the real Big Baby is. Niggas running around with the same name and all that. So, who is the real Big Baby? Is it the dude from New York or do Ohio run boxing? That's what we need to figure out and all that shit. And Jacobs calling out Charlo. I mean, if they do that, shout out to them. They got some money coming and all that shit. I'm gonna go with Charlo, even though I don't even know why. I don't know. I don't think Jacobs could beat him. But other than that, shit. Who is the real Big Baby? And everybody like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join YouTube, man. Stop just watching. Subscribe, Nicks. That's all I got, man.
Let's go, champ.
Looks like next Thursday we'll be having Edwin de los Santos on the show. Edwin de los Santos on the show.
Keeping it moving, $2 says looks like Wilder, crying laughing face.
Who looks like Wilder?
I don't know. Arthur 8, $2 says Jarrell Miller Asathon. New topic, please.
I mean, Dillian White. I don't see no one calling for his lifetime ban. I just don't. You know what I mean? I don't get why Jarrell is I get it. He shoved AJ, so people hate him for that. And he says some things about Wilder, so people, hate him for life for that. But, like, there's other drug cheats that have tested positive just as many times, and we don't call for lifetime bans. So I'm not understanding why we hating on this dude.
Christian Gutierrez, welcome to the prospect level.
We got Oliver. What it do?
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, how's everything?
Straight.
So we talking about Jarrell Miller
versus Mahmoud Charr in Nigeria.
Oh well, I'm not a big fan of Miller, and it has nothing to do with the steroids. I followed him a bit, and because I'm a big combat sports fan. I follow kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. So he used to fight in Glory for a bit. So, but yeah, I'm just not excited, to be honest. But I do agree he should get another shot if he served his time. For example, Danny likes to talk about Sugar Sean fighting Tank, but what the UFC doesn't like to promote is he got popped as well. He had to take a hiatus as well. So I mean, from my perspective, most of them do it. It's either they doing the shit and they're not getting caught, or they being stupid like Big Baby was when he was about to fight AJ. So it's, to be honest, it's just not exciting. But yeah, everyone smash the like button. Appreciate you guys.
I mean, there is a secondary topic of Daniel Jacobs and Jermall. That's Daniel Jacobs calling for the Jermall fight.
Hey, that now, I mean, too bad they didn't do that shit like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
But that would be an exciting fight. That still would be an exciting fight. They both had a layoff. They both are skilled fighters. I think Jermall's jab, if he gets it together, will help him out to that degree. But that will be an interesting fight. I think another caller came on and said Jacobs is a bit overrated, and we fell in love with the cancer story. I think that's pretty accurate. He's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I think all of us were expecting more from Danny. So this would be a good opportunity for him. It'll be a good opportunity for both. I think that would be an awesome fight. I will watch. I will pay to see that.
I'm with you. I don't know about pay, but I'm with wanting to see it.
Well, you know you gonna pay. Get the fuck out of here. You know you'll pay to watch the shit. What else you gonna do? You don't watch nothing else.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. All right, fellas, but enjoy the rest of your day.
You
Again,
too.
smash the like button, subscribe, all that good shit.
Appreciate you. Hawk, Maryland.
Yo, TBV. What's up, Ness? What up, Ringwalk?
What?
Ain't too much. Can y'all hear me clear?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I really ain't got much on this topic. I really don't mess with the Big Baby Miller. Not even about the drug use thing, because I just I guess I don't know. I don't know. Just the way he fight, you know. But anyway, you asked about another sport that somebody turned in more than one dirty. Well, you know, John Bones Jones did like twice, I think 3 times. And now he's the heavyweight champion.
He's still the
UFC.
darling. He's
the undisputed heavyweight champion of the UFC. Huh?
He's still the darling over there.
Wasn't two of those times for coke though?
Do it matter?
It wasn't for performance enhancing. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, ain't coke a masking agent?
Yeah.
That I
Me neither.
don't know.
Text your boy. He texts you all crazy time. Text him right now. Don't be afraid.
Well, yeah, but I ain't got much on Miller, so that's my call. I just wanted to let you know. You know, that's the one.
All right.
All right.
A lot of callers need to press Uno one time if you want to be on the line. We got Jay Billy.
You.
What up?
You.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny putting in that motherfucking work.
Yo, this dude Rue is out here tripping. Rue, won't you call in? Because you sound weird as hell. What has Jarrell Miller done to deserve consideration? What did Valdez do to deserve consideration? What did Lamont Peterson do to deserve consideration? What did Andre Berto do to deserve consideration? What did Bumgarner do to deserve consideration? What did Hannah Gabriels do to deserve consideration? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, the list of people that popped in this sport is longer then go ahead, caller. These dudes
I mean,
tripping.
you keep naming non-repeat offenders.
I wouldn't care. They offended. And Dillian White is a repeat offender.
Yeah, Dillian.
Yeah, Ness, I think most definitely why it's bigger in boxing, most definitely in combat sports, because you putting your life on the line every time you get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? So somebody that pops once, they barely giving passes to somebody that pops once, but somebody that pops twice, you know what I'm saying? Then after they pop, they come back and you see that they different. Like it was the drugs was really giving them an upper hand. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what makes it so much worse. You feel me? Just it being a combat sport too, where you can lose your life easily. You feel me? At the hands of somebody else. You feel me?
I hear you, man. Nico Ali Walsh opponent tested positive. Ain't nobody calling for a lifetime ban.
What? When was this?
The
His
one
most
before
recent
last.
opponent?
The one before last.
Nah. I thought you was talking about the last guy, but nah, I didn't hear that. That's crazy. Did you see what Eubank posted about the drug test and
Nah.
tagged the people? Yeah, he posted his drug test and then tagged the last 4 people that popped hot. But how y'all feeling about this Pacquiao news? How y'all taking that?
What Pacquiao? Oh, the Olympic shit?
That's some Olympic shit. Who cares? Let him do his
What
thing.
you mean? It's boxing. That's like what you talking about?
It's not a real fight. We ain't gotta pay for it. That shit ain't gonna have no network.
I mean, the
Most
Olympics is
definitely
definitely
gonna have a
televised.
network.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on NBC.
At a weird ass time with weird ass uniforms and bullshit ass rules.
Talking about NBC, yo,
with no
Danny,
fans.
man.
That shit trash.
Danny.
I mean, they definitely have sold out arenas. And where's the next Olympics?
Facts.
Paris. So yeah, I mean, it'll be like early afternoon.
Hey, Danny, bro, I know you don't know this, but I'm a Buckeyes fan.
This is what I'm saying. They hating on a
Hey.
35-year-old in the
What
one
up, gang?
sport. In the one sport where redemption is
you
allowed.
taking his call, champ.
They hating on a
I know.
35-year-old.
Hey, y'all better,
you taking his
y'all
call.
better give me a little extension.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
But
bro.
they
This
don't
ain't
care
the
about
whole. This ain't the
Fuck
fucking
it.
like.
That's
This
fuck
ain't
it.
the
We don't
point
care
to
about the
die
Olympics.
on.
But they want to talk about Manny Pacquiao fighting at
We want to talk about boxing.
46 years old. Like, it's not you. I'm just saying, like, the public is hating on Jarrell Miller in the one sport. This is the one sport in the whole world, right, that takes convicted criminals. You ain't got to sit down with no boss and have an interview, and it's like, damn, but I'm on parole. Nah, you can't fight. No, that don't exist. This is the one sport that doesn't matter what the fuck you done. You allowed to redeem yourself. But you motherfuckers want to steal that from him, say he don't deserve that. Meanwhile, Mike has done worse, and I'm talking Tyson. And we let him box again and make 1.9.
Yeah, I'm not calling.
He sold 1.9 million pay-per-views after his discretions.
Yo, so what was you trying to say?
It's just
Yeah,
hilarious.
fam.
These moral high ground
we got that.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know what the fuck going
You know
on.
you know what the fuck going on. So what we
Yeah.
gonna put on that? What we gonna put on
Look,
that?
man. Look,
I'm with whatever you with.
Well,
I'm with
what
whatever you
I'm
with.
what
You can
I'm
see.
with. Listen,
Look, Danny. You can see.
okay.
Danny, look. You can see how we come in this Saturday, and then we could talk after that. If you
No,
want
we
to.
could talk right now. Look, it's quite simple. It's very fucking simple. You know y'all heavy favorites in that game. So unless you giving me equal to or better than the Nino, you feel me?
Wait, what? What Nino talking about?
I mean, I would have to check. We still a couple weeks out. We put up an ass whooping this past weekend, but that one, that was Navy. So I gotta.
Fam, I'm thinking something like this: a win plus a Marvin and an Amika touchdown. I'm thinking something like that. I'll throw it in like that for you.
Man, DM me, man. Cause I gotta check what
Bet.
what the casino paying out. Cause I ain't, we the big underdogs.
Oh God,
You
okay,
feel me? I'm not finna make
hey,
no
okay.
unrealistic. Look, CYP got my ass last year because I let him get to, You know, he was talking that
I feel that.
USC
I
shit,
feel that.
which
You let your
Yeah, he got
emotions
to.
get in
Yeah,
the way.
which
You
that
let your
was
emotions get in the way.
that was a on paper that was a closer game than the Ohio State game, but you know we bet
that
some outrageous like $50 a week leading up
I
to the
remember.
game.
I
Yeah.
remember that shit was wild.
So that was like a $400 payout or some shit. But look, man, you
God damn.
DM me, we could talk and go from there.
I bet we gonna chop it up. I'm gonna chime back in. Somebody say something, but yeah, y'all got it. Keep on putting in that work.
Average boxing fan $2 says Charlo needs to fight Plant. Stop being a beach. Jonathan Lambarena $2 says Maul versus Jacob is a great fight. 6 years ago. Well,
Nino.
Yo, Nez, Danny, you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, man. Dan, I just heard you talking, dog. I ain't know you don't fuck with USC, man. You might need to come over here
Yeah, I don't know shit about
come
that.
over where?
to the SC side.
Fuck, I gotta go over there for it, man. I'll wipe
I
my
mean,
ass.
shit.
I'll wipe my ass with a red and gold toilet tissue. You know.
Yeah, man. We booting back up, man. You know what I mean? But with this whole Big Baby Miller shit, man, I think he need a fight. You know what I mean? I ain't seen him fight in a minute. I know he had the little PED allegations and shit. That shit set him back a little bit. But I mean, he just need a fight, man. I think he need a big name. I know wasn't it Joshua he was supposed to fight in the
Word.
past? I ain't
Yeah,
for
he
sure,
fucked
for
up.
sure.
He fucked that up.
Yeah, so I mean, he pretty much waiting on one of them names. So he just pretty much playing the waiting game right now. So activity will help him. So I'll be tuned in if he do fight. I don't know why, but I really want to see this guy against Jared Anderson for some reason. Cause
Me too.
it's like that Big Baby versus Big Baby shit. It got a nice ring to it for
Tell
some
me
reason.
about it. They know it
And
too,
it's like
man.
I don't know, man. I think they need to go and get that in the works. Just I think you the one who ever mentioned it, like the Big Baby, the real Big Baby or some shit like that. That'll be a good promotion for that. But about Charlo, I was just speaking on dude yesterday. Everybody think I'm crazy when I say this, but I mean I don't think I mean, if they let him keep his belt this whole time just for him to go up to 168 when he do come back, I think that'd be mad weird and corny, lame, all that shit. So I really think they positioning him to fight the Janabek kid. Like everybody be like, nigga, what? He on top rank? Woo, woo, woo. That ain't gonna work. It's different sides of the street. But I'm like, shit, why they taking Janabek down to Houston or whatever for it? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck know him out there. So
Probably
I
some
put my promo.
Ukrainians out there, champ.
It ain't. They
Yeah,
like an hour outside of Houston. It ain't even Houston.
I mean, that ain't far.
Yeah, tell
yeah.
that
I
to
mean, I put
somebody who
my
live in
promoter
Houston.
hat on. You know what I mean? Cause dude, I mean the Janabek kid finna unify down there. And I'm like, shit, they all talk about he wanna get Canelo after after his little brother fighting. And I'm like, shit, I don't really think that'd be a good comeback fight, jumping straight in there with no activity. I was like, shit, if he come back and the big fight will be against Janabek to unify against him, that should make his fight way bigger against Canelo. Cause shit, even if he did fight Canelo, everybody's just gonna say he been inactive. Ain't nobody really gonna care. But I mean, you got a few fans who gonna fuck with him just off the whim. But everybody know that ain't the right move to make, going straight in there with no big name after like a 2-3 year layoff. So man, I don't even really look at Janabek like no monster. I feel like they trying to paint him like a baby Triple G or some shit over there at Top Rank, man. But I feel like they dropping the ball because don't nobody believe it. Like everybody see the highlight tapes they putting up of this Janabek kid. And I just think that'd be the perfect fight for Charlo to come back. Like everybody I talk to be like, "Oh, nigga, you crazy? That ain't never gonna happen." But I'm just like, shit. Charlo, the biggest name at 160. Janabek, arguably the second. Now that Boo Boo gone, both of them got belts. This boy Janabek finna unify. I just think that'd be the best money fight to make for him. Like I think the Danny Jacobs fight would be big too, just off of Jacobs' name. But that like somebody, one of y'all just said it, bro. That shit like 4-5 years too old, man. Nobody want to see that shit in 2024, man. That shit old. But that's pretty much all I got, man. Like last caller said, I really ain't got too much to say on this. But yeah, man, tune in to them USC boys Saturday, man. I'm out of here. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
All
right, Chan. Appreciate the call.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your
your
time.
time. Brandon, I thought you sent me a drive-by, but I don't see it. But we do got that meeting. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 callers left. 5. I'm doing drive-by. That's a minute each. Puts us at, what's that? 5 minutes right from now. 12, 8, 15, 13? 13. Trees, counterpunch.
Yo.
Yo.
I just wanted to call in and let y'all know that a nigga wasn't crazy when I mentioned that Pacquiao versus Crawford earlier this year. You feel me? I just want y'all to. I seen
why
that.
would you think
I
you're
seen
not
that. No,
crazy? He
don't
coming
cut
back
me.
to
Don't
the
cut my call.
Olympics,
Don't cut
not
my
to
call. I'm
professional
gonna drive
boxing.
by. I'm gonna drive by. Don't cut my call. Now hold on. Let me get this off. I mentioned it earlier, and I said Crawford and Pacquiao. You told me no, that's not a legacy fight. No, that's not. And I said it was. And now you can't tell me that Terrence Crawford is not somewhere raising his eyebrows like, Pacquiao is getting in the ring trying to win a gold medal for his. I know my nigga. I know Terrence Crawford is somewhere right now with an eyebrow lifted, nigga, watching this shit like, I didn't get my hands on Pacquiao before. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I said it before. I know I'm not crazy.
Tip Bellis. Boy, crazy. Tick tock. Tip Bellis. Tick tock.
You.
You.
Yeah, man. Hey, this Big Baby Miller hate is crazy, dog. You know what it is? Niggas hate Big Baby Miller because he a cocky nigga from Brooklyn, bro. He not humble like the rest of these dudes. That's why they low-key hate him. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. It's the truth of the matter. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't like what Nino said either, bro. You know, sometimes, yeah, we do get a fight too late, but you don't want to have it as a what-if situation. You know what I'm saying? We can still get the fight, make the fight happen. I still feel that same way about Thurman and Spence. Make that motherfucker happen, bro.
Wow. You still want that? You want that at 54?
Listen, man. I'm riding on 7 years with this shit, bro. I still want this fight.
But
you know
at
what I'm saying?
54,
I still want to. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean,
as long as I get to
you
see,
know they
look,
saying Earl can't make 47 no more.
That's cool. I mean, hey, I still want Crawford and Keith. As long as I get to see Keith punch one of them in the face, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my call.
All right, Tip. We got Gucci Nick. Big Gooch.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Shout out TBV. Yeah, I was right outside my van, man. I was cleaning out my van and I heard y'all say Big Gucci. Shout out TBV. Everybody smash that like and subscribe, man. Ring Walk Danny. Shouts out to you and Ness. Y'all putting in the work. Man, I love the topic, man, once again. That Big Baby versus Big Baby idea. Yo, Ness, I think you put that out in the universe, man. I done heard you said that like years ago, bro. You said that years ago. Battle of the Big Babies. Whoever loses, they gotta change their nickname, man. Let's make that a thing. But yeah, man. Uh, don't really have much on the topic. I mean, that Jermall versus Jacob fight. That's a good fight. I mean, both fighters. Daniel Jacobs coming off not that great of a. Wait, he lost his last fight, didn't he?
Yeah, the John Ryder.
Yeah, and then Rosado beat his ass too, man.
Oof.
So I mean, it's a decent fight when you still coming off a 3-year layoff, but I still got Charlo winning that one, man. And I want to see Plant.
Wow, off
I
of
want to see him and Plant fight because that
802
shit was personal,
days?
bro.
Off of
What'd you say,
802
Danny?
day layoff, you got him beating Jacobs?
Yeah, man. We gotta remember he's still the younger fighter. He's still the more confident fighter. He still got that
Do we even
O.
got the
And
experience
I
of
feel like
Jacobs though?
nah, man. Look. Daniel Jacobs had the experience his last fight too, when he still got beat by John Ryder. He had way more experience than John Ryder, but these guys got that youth on him.
That is the call, champ. That is the call. Who we got there? Ronnie Rios, Arizona.
Ronnie Reyes, brother Reyes.
Oh,
Good morning,
Reyes?
brother. How you guys doing, man?
Damn, I've been saying Rios forever.
Reyes. Now, you used to say Reyes, and the last time I called and I heard you say Rios too. I heard you say it a couple times, but most of the time you say Reyes. Man, I love the big baby and the real big baby fight. That's the shit right there, homie.
Me too. Did we lose you?
Ronnie
certainly did. He dropped off like a mojo. C-Dub, you get brought in. That's how life works. One door closes, one opens up.
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
That's what's up. Shout out TBV, smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. You know what I mean? Jarrell Miller and Mahmoud Charr seems like it's a good fight. Hurry up and win, man. You know, you heard what happened in Alabama. The room, yeah, it's true. You heard if it gets hot in the ring with Wilder, you in the hospital, brother. Shout out Bill Haney, man. If it gets hot, you hear me? You're gonna be concussed. That man, no matter what he said in the hospital. Tell Wilder what he said in the hospital. I don't give a fuck what he said about all that, what he talked about before then. What he said in the hospital, man. But yeah, with statue shit, he's just gonna go to sleep real quick. So yeah, let him build up
But do
himself
you want
winning.
that fight? Do you want it or not?
Yeah, I like it, man. I'm hardcore, man. Hardcore shit. Charlo, Jacobs, I need that. Hey, man, we've been talking about the fight for 5 years just because we're hardcores and we got the inside on everything. This when it came to the public. This when it's going to be given to the public. So we still need it. It's still a good fight. I think Charlo will still beat Jacobs even off the layoff. You know, so I like it. Lions only
shit.
Let's get it.
I mean, you heard what
Shout out
Jamel
to
said, right, in his last interview?
What'd
I
he say?
started this shit. This my Lions only shit. I built this shit up. Yeah.
He been saying, he always say that. Yeah. He said he made that distinction. You know, when they on good terms, he don't, but when they on bad terms or a little iffy terms, he always make a distinction. They brothers, they twins.
Drive by. Jefe, LFA.
Yo, Nez, Danny, what's good?
What up?
Word.
Hey, so man, I really got a question about the heavyweight though that you had interviewed him a little while back. I know he just signed
Lorenzo
Top Rank.
Mendenza. Brandon Moore.
Yeah. How you think they gonna move him over there? Cause like
I don't know. I mean, he could get a fight with Stephen Big Shot Shaw. I think Shaw still got one fight left on his contract. Danny might know that he get cut.
I ain't heard
They could obviously throw him in there with that white dude. What's his name? It's like first name K, last name D maybe, or Dean McKean, some shit like that. They just signed him. He fought on the Tulsa card. Not on this Tulsa card, another Tulsa card. They got they got Jeremiah that they keep using. He ain't signed to them, but they keep using him.
And they've sparred.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, right now they invested in that heavyweight division. That I don't know. I mean, maybe they really believe in Jarrett. That's why they signing so many. Because outside of Tyson, who's on the backside of his career doing weird fights, yeah.
so like how much do y'all know about him as far as like how you see his future like
I don't know nothing.
panning out?
I mean, I know his manager. I know Ryan Rickey. Ryan has some an eye for talent. I know his stablemate. I feel like his stablemate is certainly the future of the heavyweight division.
I think the one thing, and I was saying this in the gym yesterday, when we interviewed him,
he definitely got dogged too.
When we
Man,
interviewed
yeah,
him,
when y'all interviewed him, he confident as fuck.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
he's a
I
good.
respect.
He a good talker. So if he keep
He more
winning,
than a talker. He more than a talker because he provided proof. He provided proof, and he told truth that you were able to, verify. And then he provided proof. Remember?
Well, regardless, I don't know where he was going with that. I'm saying he could talk his ass off. So
I'm gonna act
if
like
he
he
keep
don't
winning, no, I'm saying that had nothing to do with what I'm saying. All I'm saying is if he keep winning, the winning plus the shit talking is a good combination for any fighter.
I know, but he asked you how good is he,
And
I said
he asked us what do we know.
I said I know that he got dogged.
And I said, I know he can talk. And if he keeps winning,
and I said,
with
you
the
know
talking,
more than that. And I said, you know more than that because he provided proof that it's more than talking.
So when he was talking on the show, did he show the world or did he?
He provided you and I proof. That's what I'm saying. My man is asking you and I. What do we know? We know my man got that dog because he showed us the dog. Fuck we talking about? Danny always on some protective shit. It's hilarious, bro.
What protection? What fucking protection?
That shit called
That
champ.
is
We
it.
out.
What protection?
We'll talk about it off air, man. We off here with it. We out. We got this meeting and call you on the next one.
Cause the only person you could think I'm protecting them from, you feel me? I already told you what happened.
And he showed us what happened. But yo, we out. Peace.
I ain't. All right.